This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience. Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're going to be reviewing one of the loves of my life. It has its original packaging and everything. It's intact, like I protected it in its own little container. It is the Chanel Tweed Mini, rectangular mini from the 2019 METIERS Paris/New York/Egypt collection. There have been several Tweed minis from back then. I have unboxed this one already, so there's a video with the unboxing, but I've never dedicated a proper review to it. The time has come because this bag merits. It is literally an art piece to me. It's a little bundle of heaven art, a little bundle of bag heaven art, so to say. So before I get to the review, I would like to remind you to, if you like my channel, subscribe to it. Push that subscription button and also the notifications button next to it. But you can even go further than that and help the Fashion Bunker grow by becoming a member. Join today and become the member of the Fashion Bunker. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together. And I would like to thank all my members and patrons already for having pledged and supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. This video is being filmed in front of a virtual live audience, so I have my audience in the chat room. They will be co-reviewing the bag with me. I will be reading the chats and the comments after I'm done with the review, so we're going to interact. Okay, let's get straight to it. So this is how I keep it, basically still in its original little bag. I keep it there because it's its little house. That's where it lives. It's a tiny little box. I love when Chanel give me the smallest boxes possible because it doesn't occupy too much space in my archives, but also because I really like the cute little boxes much more. By the way, if you still have these older bags, keep them. They're collectible now because Chanel has just discontinued these sturdy bags. They use the recyclable falling apart paper bags now that are very thin, and they're like, I literally, the two bags I got already threw away, they just broke. Not good quality. So preserving the environment, so that's fine. But just, I never create trash with these. I collect them, so anyway, I don't throw them ever away. So in my case, I wouldn't be producing trash, but just saying. So I wonder if they're going to change these as well to another material. So they have a little magnet thing here. And oh my God, it's like unboxing it all over again. But don't worry, I actually open this one often. It's just that I like to keep it in its little house because that's where it lives, right? So we're going to review this little METIERS masterpiece. So that's its little bed. See, this is where it likes to sleep. Super soft bed. This is the tiny bag here. We're going to get to it in a second. Let me just close all of this to put it down. Sorry, you guys. Because these little papers don't want to fold always the way you want them to, right? Okay. Here it is. Yes, I have a good connection to my sales associates. So whenever I did in the past purchase a bag, I begged them. And then at one point they're like, okay, Dacob is buying another bag. Just they give me these. I know they're supposed to give you these only for their double flaps, timeless classics, and 255s. But I ask for these pouches for whatever bag I buy because I'm like, this is the best protection you can get for it. Why don't they just give it with every freaking bag? Why are they so stingy? This is another topic I want to get to when talking about Chanel. Like, what's up with their endless amount of differentiation between gifts, VIP gifts, freebies, and this and that? There's always like, you think you got something special from Chanel, then you find the next day that somebody else got the same thing you got with an added extra, or something extra with an added extra. It's a never-ending thing. So it's like, they're masterful at that. They're masters at messing with your mind to, like, no other brand does it so masterfully. Like, you think you got something special, and then the second day you find out that somebody else got that same thing plus, but a bit more enhanced. And so they think they got the best deal or the best freebie or the best gift. But then there's another person that got that same thing, but slightly even more enhanced. Torture. They pay people to develop these little strategies, these little perks that are augmented slightly from level to level, tier to, this is just, they're masters, manipulative bastard masters, I can tell you that. So, right. So inside I have the, this is how I keep it protected so that the chain does not touch the tweed. So I have the microfiber pouch protecting it on top. Then the little turn lock here. Still the sticker on it, by the way, because I didn't wear it yet. And then inside here we have the felt, the protection felt, or the protective felt. Again, to protect the tweed. Even though, I have to say, it doesn't really need that protection because this leather, you guys, we're on another level here. Oh, it smells divine. Made in France. So how do I keep the chain? I pull it to this side. So the chain is attached to the sides, right? Then this one goes through here, then in there, and then we got the whole chain inside of the bag. So let me pull it out. I keep the chain wrapped in this tissue paper so that the chain doesn't scratch this gorgeous bronzy green hued gold leather inside, which is to die for. And the chain is kept wrapped like this so it's separated. Hold on, let me take off the tissue paper. Here. Okay. So, this is how the bag looks like. Now, this is a hand-woven tweed. It is a very complicated structure because, I mean, they did implement several different types of materials. There is wool, there is velvet, there is lurex, there is silk, there is lame, there is metal, there is cotton. I want to say, no, there's definitely wool. And the colors are insane because you think it's like this green gold. This is just the most beautiful tweed pattern I've seen by Chanel in decades. Decades. But if you really zoom in closer, okay, you get to notice all the colors interwoven in there. Look at this little flashy pink just poking out there. Or there on the surface up here, you see all of those bright colors. Here in this corner, there's a beautiful orange. There's a bit of lavender there, lilac. And the back, I mean, look how they aligned, how perfectly they aligned the back pocket. The tweed from the back pocket so that it's almost camouflaged. Depending on how the light falls on it, you don't even really see that there's a pocket there, but there is a pocket there. And the lining in here, let me see, I can't really see it. Oh, it's the same kind of green gold leather lining for the inside of the pocket in here. There, you can see it a little bit. This is the side. You see how the pattern repeats itself. And mind you, the tweed, not only does the tweed have a pattern, but they have then stitched it on top. So it does have the matelassé quilting. We do have the diamond quilting. You see it going? All right, there's one of the diamonds. And it just goes throughout the entire bag. So the tweed has a pattern, and then that tweed attached to the leather has been stitched into the matelassé quilting, and then, of course, aligned, because everything has to be aligned. Now, this is from the Métiers d'Art collection. Obviously, the Métiers d'Art collection, we are used to this by Chanel. You know, they make an extra effort to make something even more special. So the Métiers d'Art collection is kind of a step between prêt-à-porter and haute couture. Of course, this bag is not fully handmade. There are some machine touches made to this bag. So you cannot call it haute couture, because haute couture has to be made only by hand if you're going to call it haute couture. However, it comes pretty darn close to haute couture, you know what I mean, in terms of at least the tweed was manufactured by hand. Now, what is fascinating is that it doesn't want to focus. What is fascinating about this bag is that despite the fact that it is a Métiers d'Art collection, the price was almost the same as the regular rectangular mini in leather. Slightly more expensive because more work does go into, but we're not talking about like a difference between prêt-à-porter and haute couture. Like you could say, oh wow, you know, 15,000 for a bag because it's handmade rather than 3,000. So this was released before that huge markup that came in 2020 around May. So the prices of these bags jumped to a place where they're just not, it's not worth it anymore. But back in 2019, when this one was released, it still had, for what it is, for the object that it is, for this beautiful piece of Chanel history, I mean, it's Chanel. There's nothing higher than Chanel when it comes to this class and this style. So it's like, yeah, I mean, is it worth it? Well, it's just a bag. To many, it's not worth it. To me, yes, worth every penny. The happiness and satisfaction it gives me is just insane. Now, you know, Carl dedicated this collection to Egypt, right? Well, Metropolitan Museum in New York, but also graffiti, how Egypt would look if it were at its splendors, but in the future, you know? How would the Egyptian realm look like if it were to happen 2,000 years from now? And he envisioned this as being one of those Egyptian tweeds. Very, very fascinating. How also sad in a way, because this was his swan song. This was the last collection where he actually walked out on the runway at the end of the show and bowed down and said thank you. And he was to die soon after that. So this was kind of Carl's vision of, I guess, portraying himself becoming immortal. You know, Egyptians were obsessed with immortality. Egyptians were obsessed with life after death and depicting art in a way that would facilitate also their passage to the other side after their passing away, and their trip, their travel after the body dies and the soul and the spirit continues on living and goes on a journey. And it's very symbolic that Carl chose this as his kind of last show. And this topic and this style, and you could see in most of these creations just the desire to live forever. I mean, just the beauty of you can lose yourself in this. It's like just the texture of this tweed and the depth of it and the material and the intensity of it. It feels like you can lose yourself in it. I mean, the colors are just so gorgeous. And I'm telling you, on camera, we can't even really render the amount of detail that we get here. If we zoom in, maybe we can see a bit more of the color patterns flowing throughout this bag. It's insane. And still, we lose a little bit of the details through the camera. But again, look at all these little touches of color, just like drops of color throughout this symmetric pattern, but also so organic looking at the same time. I mean, it does have something Egyptian about it, something antique in a way, but also futuristic, because let's open it up and see inside a bit more. I have my little protection papers there, but it's kind of hard to look at this beautiful, even this leather changes from this. You see this green, gold, bronzy gold. Look how it shimmers in how it reflects the light. It can turn to like black, gray, gold, green hues. It's just to die for. And it has, you know, just like all the the rectangular and square minis, you know, that's, you know, it has this little slit pocket here, and then it has the zip pocket up there where the authenticity card is in. Let me see if it's still in there. Should be in, it better be in there. Yes, it is. It's in there. You best believe it's in there. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Even the interior zip pocket is lined with the same leather, with the same golden leather. It's like, it's insane. It's just, and it's so beautiful. The colors are just so majestic and mesmerizing. So there's not like too much you can say about this bag, but just enjoy looking at it. Honestly, I know this sounds kind of weird, but that's what I do when I open it. I'm just like, you and I are gonna spend some time together now. And you just like look at it. Because I'm a sucker for materials, and let me tell you, the more time passes and the more I acknowledge the fact that really, when it comes to Chanel bags, you have to have Chanel bags made in fabrics more than in leather, because that's where it's at. That's where the Chanel heritage is at. You know, her first 255 bag was in jersey. They feel different to the touch. They're warm to the touch. They're comforting to the touch. They have just that added quality. Yes, they're delicate. This is a very precious bag, but it's art. You guys, I mean, rarely do I say that a bag is elevated to an art form. This tweed elevates it to the art form. It's just, it's a piece of art. What can I say? What are your comments, guys? MK says the white shopping bags at the Rue Cambon are still the same, haven't changed them yet. Good. They shouldn't. At least Rue Cambon should keep them the way they always were. Daniel says the brand here called Oroton has introduced environmentally friendly bags and they are dreadful. I'm all for being environmentally friendly, but we need quality as well. I'm just gazing at Dacob's hair while unboxing. LOL. It's just another Roger. Thank you. Melly says, gorgeous hair, right? Thank you, guys. Oh, wow, that bag. Paul Parker says, ha, Egyptian vibe. Melly says, oh, there it is. Paul Parker says, that Egyptian, it has that Egyptian vibe. Yeah. Has that Egyptian vibe, right. Jack says, she hath awoken from slumber. Oh, she hath arisen. She hath, our little mummy queen, hath arisen from her slumber. Debbie says, oh, the beauty. This one might now be my new favorite that you have. I mean, I'm telling you, guys, this little creature, yeah, okay, it still has a little sticker, but I'm waiting to, this is the, oh my God, this sounds so gross, but this is a little virgin sticker, right? We're going to peel the sticker off when she gets initiated. We're going to take her to some special place, a special occasion, like a special exhibition or theater, something special, because honestly, I get it, you should use these pieces, but certain pieces are made really for special occasion. This is one of them. This is not a thing that just, it's just too beautiful. It's too delicate, too intricate. Like the detail on this thing, you guys, the amount of work that went into it. This is not just a bag to just, oh, whatevs, let's just carry it around, throw it around. No. You got to give it the respect it deserves, you know. Oh my God, the green hues and the little teal touches with the gold, the dark gold, the light gold, the bronze. I mean, I rarely make a video like this where I am in awe, so I don't really know what to say. I just look at it and I look how it reflects the light in front of the camera, how it works in darker light, how it works. This is not really a bag to review whether or not it's worth buying. It's not a bag to review whether or not you can fit 3,000 phones in it. It's not a bag to review what the wear and tear of it is. This is a little art object to literally try to photograph and showcase in the best light possible, because it is sculptural. And it's very tactile too, obviously. If you have it live, it's like to the touch, it's just, no, it's gorgeous. I mean, this is Chanel. This is when Chanel does magic. To me, this is when Chanel delivers magic. MK says, oh my God, what a masterpiece. Should have got one for myself. An Iranian friend used to own a tweed bag from the Byzance collection many years ago, equally, if not more stunning and intricate. I loved that collection too. But I prefer the Egyptian collection, though, to the Byzance collection, because I was expecting more from the Byzance collection than they actually did deliver. But I still have the one of the shopping bags they made for the Byzance METIERS collection. It was a shopping bag with a Byzance logo and the Byzance pattern, and it said, I have to show that one once. Melly says, gorgeous. Andrew says, I get Cleopatra vibes of Amazonian rainforest with the gold and green. The color of that bag is all that, says Andrew. Daniel says, oh yes, Cleopatra. It is the gold and the blue, just like Cleopatra's eye makeup, especially as interpreted by Liz Taylor. Caleb says, when it comes to freebies, money talks. It's an honor to receive anything, I'd say, though, especially considering you will hear horror stories of people being treated rudely at boutiques. I totally agree with you, Caleb. Yeah, Paul Parker, you're right, actually. Paul says, even looks like those ancient Egyptian beads. Rich Mitch says, who's working the camera? The camera, COCO, of course. What do you think? MK says, on screen, the bag seems to be surprisingly so versatile. Well, it is. I mean, versatile. I don't know if you could say it's versatile. It's little. It's a small bag. And mind you, if you're going to wear this bag crossbody and you're going to, like this, no-go. This pattern is no-go. Like if the bag rubs off of this is going to, because this is all a patchwork, it's going to rub off. It's going to, because it's easy to just clip this off or to just like put something through it. You could break this so easily. And again, and I say this is an art piece because a lot of people are going to say, well, for all that money, this should, it should better be a tank. And again, I always say, then buy a tank. Don't buy a delicate bag. This is not meant to be a heavy-duty object. This one in particular is meant to really treat with a lot of care, a lot of love, delicately, just enjoy it for the beauty that it is. This is not one of those bags that you kind of, make a video about what fits inside my bag. This is not it. This is not it, you guys. This is it's a very, very delicate little creature that needs a lot of love and a lot of delicate handling, because it is that is what it's for. It's to be treated. It's not meant to be abused. They have other materials for that, and other other sizes as well for that. Caleb says, it is a stunning special bag. On screen, the bag seems to be surprisingly so versatile. Oh, I just read that. Sorry, guys, I'm repeating myself. It is hypnotizing, says Melly. It's hypnotizing me. You are sleepy. Very, very sleepy. Close your eyes. Classy and elegante, says Paul. Just another Roger. So exquisitely designed and made. The details, just astounding. PC, how you doing, sweetie? Welcome to the chat. Wow, what a unique and beautiful bag. Thank you, PC. Daniel says, that bag would be a joy to have, even if it wasn't used very often. Just to look at it would be a joy. I'm telling you, it's so saturated. The colors are so incredible. It is a joy to look at. It makes you so happy. It fulfills you. Like the eye wants its part. The eye wants to see beauty too. And this bag is literally like looking into a gorgeous painting. It's just relaxing. It's soothing, it's calming, and also the way that the tweed and the velvets and the silks and the wools absorb the light, or the lamé, how the lamé reflects the light. It's just how it works the light, that it also relaxes you and it calms you down and makes you sink into it. That's the beauty of it, actually. Jack Dean says, I would do very bad things to own that bag. I mean, let me cover her ears. She's a lady. Don't say that. Debbie says, damn, I just am dying to reach out and touch it. My tactile senses are going nuts. I'm telling you. Ooh, should we do a little bit of ASMR with the tweed? Let's do a little bit of ASMR with the tweed, you guys. Okay, I'm going to... And the chain. the back. I'm going to open it. Let me close it again. Just a little bit. It doesn't make too much noise because it does absorb the noise. I mean, it is made out of these fabrics that do absorb the noise. And it's just, I don't know, but it's beautiful to see it on screen because, of course, with the camera, it does get a little bit enhanced. It is bigger. It looks bigger. Of course, it's a tiny bag in real life, but and believe it or not, they did make a bigger one. There was a medium size of this as well. Also gorgeous, but of course, double the price and a double flap. And again, double flap, you know, I have my reservations about the double flaps. They're just, I don't know. My God, what a beautiful, sorry you guys, I know I'm just like in awe of this little creature, but I rarely see it so close up on camera as well. So to me, this is also a treat to have it now and in front of the camera with this lighting setup. You know, she doesn't get to see this type of spotlights often. She doesn't get to do the lights too often because we don't want her to fade in the lights. Oh, so now to zoom in is maybe not a bad idea because of this distance. Let me see, how does it work now? With more light even. This is interesting. Yeah, this is nice. This is the weirdest Chanel bag review I've ever made. It's just turning, twirling, and looking at it. Oh, look at the chain. Tying itself up. And then we have this little guy here, a little bit of a Renaissance moment with like light and a star. Matches the gold. Anyway, let me get back to the chat. Sorry, guys, I get like, oof, got hypnotized by my own bag. PC says, I'm so happy, Melly, you're doing fine. Oh, great, yeah. You're such a kind person and great support of the Fashion Bunker. Thank you, Melly, and thank you, PC. Daniel says, I would keep it in a museum-style display case under muted lighting and never move away from it. It is worthy of being displayed next to Tutankhamun's sarcophagus. MK says, how stupid I was not to order it, damn it. And you know, MK, I saw it on the 4th of June when I came to Rue Cambon to pick up the other bag. And I didn't get it at first either because I had the other bag already planned on getting, and then the 255 mini popped up. So, but then a couple of months later, I finally got to this one, and I don't regret it, but maybe it's still available because, I mean, now the Egypt collection went on sale. Of course, not the bags, but they still have the Egypt stock available in their computers so they can look for it. Maybe they have the bigger size of it, but now with the price increase, they doubled the prices of these guys. So I don't know. It's not worth it anymore, maybe. Melly says, I agree on fabrics, but you know where I stand on this. I totally know, Melly. I totally know. PC says, awesome piece. Daniel says, I fully understand the importance of fabric in Chanel's legacy, but if I was in the Chanel League, I doubt I would have the courage for a tweed or fabric. You need some gold bracelets, says Paul. I mean, you know, with the fabric, of course, the first Chanel bag is usually for everyone leather, and you get that out of the way, and then you open the passage to all the fabrics because you have the bag that you can kind of use a bit more freely, and then these beauties come for special occasions. And I mean, listen, from the same collection, I have that gorgeous fanny bag in cotton. I use that one a lot, and that one is more heavy duty, and it's so beautiful, and I love it to bits. It's such a beautiful piece made by an artist, by the way. So this one is like really the jewel, together with the golden imitation crocodile Chanel bag, which I might be reviewing in the next video. I mean, next week's video, but you know, this one is literally, it's that one Chanel bag that is a jewel that you have in your collection to say, I was alive when that mythological last Karl Lagerfeld collection hit the runway, and this is one of the products of that collection. A lot of labor, work went into it, and it's just so fulfilling, and it makes you so happy to be a part of this legacy somehow by owning a little piece of it. It's just so wonderful. I mean, and each one is unique because each one of these bags, the tweeds are handmade. So you're going to have a slightly different pattern, slightly different shift of where the tweed is sitting and how it's sitting, and it's just gorgeous. Patrice says, such a fabulously gorgeous bag. I loved it since your 2019 unboxing and review. I would love this bag. Beautiful design and the color. It's love for me. Thank you so much, Patrice. PC says, your purse reminds me of the colors of the pharaohs wore across their necks. Oh. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This part here. Totally. You know what, PC? I think you might be right about the inspiration for the color patterns for this bag. It is that Egyptian colorway of those kind of necklaces and all the chokers. And this definitely does have that quality to it. It does have that also texture to it. Very much that kind of adornment around the pharaoh's necks. Very well noted, PC. I think you nailed it. You nailed it with this one. Jack says, the bag seriously calms my anxiety, LOL. Mine too. MK says, Dacob, if we ever meet and greet, don't you dare wear that bag. Plus your Giger brooch. Something bad may happen to you. Alrighty, I won't. Don't worry. Melly says, your documentation premiere. That's when you should take off the sticker. Oh, right. When the Vivienne Westwood, when the Vivienne Westwood movie premieres, maybe then. Yeah, that's a good idea. I already have the Vivienne Westwood jacket to go with it, so that's not a bad idea, Melly. But although I might be wearing Vivienne Westwood head to toe that night, you never know, because, you know, it is a Vivienne movie after all. The Chanel Velvet 255 was just stunning, says Gem. Oh, thank you, Gem. The blue one, yeah, that's a beauty too. Love that little velvet, that little tiny velvet nugget. Yes, so the more that I see your stunning Chanel pieces, Dacob, the more I want something special and different for my first Chanel bag one day. Definitely go for something special and different. Don't fall for the, you know, cliches. Get something that is you. And Chanel has enough to offer, to literally offer, you know, they have a selection. It's there. It's just that most people get stuck to what social media is bombarding them with, and then you don't even see beyond that wall of social media superficiality, and you don't get even to experience and to find, to discover special pieces like this one, which I showcased, you know, I did the unboxing a couple of days ago of this cute little brooch. This is quintessentially Chanel. Nobody ever talked about it, and nobody really wanted it. But then thank goodness you guys were watching, and a lot of you who are watching, you know, got it afterwards. And I'm so happy because like now the right people have the right brooch. They made only like 10 of them. So, I mean, I think in the States there were 4, and then they did 10 in Europe, and then they sent a couple to the Middle East, and then there was Japan as well. But they don't, you know, these are not mass-produced pieces. Baby Yoda, by the way. Hey, Baby Yoda, do you like the bag? How does it look on you, Baby Yoda? Because Baby Yoda loves Chanel, as you can see. Hey, Baby Yoda, check it out. He's like, don't eat it. You like it? He's like, eh. It's not food. If it's not food, he doesn't like it. I'm telling you, and he can't eat tweed. So yeah. All right, guys. I cannot find the brooch or the hairpin, says Melly. Did they sold out? There's a thumbnail Baby Yoda and a bag. Oh, that's a good thumbnail. Yeah, designer eye bags. Hi, how you doing, sweetie? Baby Yoda living that luxury life, totally. Oh, also Chucky. Actually, Chucky might be. I know now, for people who are just like tuning in for the first time to my channel, just because they clicked on a Chanel bag video and then they see me lifting Chucky wearing a Vivienne Westwood head bandana, you're going to think I'm crazy. But for those of you who know me, you know I'm crazy, so it's fine. Chucky wearing the Chanel. Hey, Chucky, you look gorge. Dude. Yes, queen. Okay, Chucky, give me back the bag. Don't damage the bag. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, there's another comment. I shopped most of the pieces from this collection at the Montagne Boutique in 2019. I might try to order it. Could you give me the reference code of the bag in the comment section? No, right now I can't because I don't have it on hand with me, but I can. Are you on Instagram, MK? I think you are, aren't you? Direct message me, and then after the live stream, I'm gonna is autofocus on? I mix this brooch with another. So MK, I don't know if you're. I can send you the. If you are, just send me a direct message and I can let you know. Because I have to look it up in my archives. I have it written down, but I don't know it by heart. Maybe it's in my unboxing video in the description box. I might have posted in the description box underneath my unboxing video of this bag the product number. If not, I'll just message it to you somehow. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you like this video. If you have, please do thumb it up and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. You can also push that join button next to the subscription button and become a member of the Fashion Bunker. And then you get like extra special perks and quirks, and you get to see videos before they hit YouTube. You also get to see exclusive videos that are only available to members and patrons, as well as the badges of honor, a little perfume bottle that fills up the longer you stay a member of the channel, and also emojis, exclusive emojis only for you guys. You can also join me on Patreon, where there's a huge archive of videos that are exclusive to Patreon only, that have been posted, that I've been collecting there throughout the years. Super Dacob all spelled together on Patreon. I would like to thank my members and patrons for pledging and supporting the Fashion Bunker. And also I would like to thank all the subscribers, all the people that have been subscribing. Remind you also that only 8% of you watching are actually subscribed to my channel. If we had 20% of you subscribing, we would be way over 100,000 subscribers by now. And my goal is to reach 100K in this year. God damn it. It's been on YouTube for so many years. It would be great to finally, have some New Year's resolution that actually works out. Because God knows 2020 did not work out in many respects. The resolutions we had, let's just say one was fulfilled. We survived 2020 and we made it through to 2021. What 2021 will bring? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Maybe only Coco knows. So, oh, by the way, if you like this video and you like Coco Chanel, you might consider also like my Instagram profile is dedicated to Coco Chanel. One is called Coco Chanel Privé, all spelled together, dedicated to Coco Chanel's life. The other one is called Coco Chanel is in my house, all spelled together, dedicated to my Chanel collection and whatever the Chanel brand is up to these days. And then, of course, there's the Super Dacob, all spelled together, Instagram profile as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, the little gorgeous Egyptian bag from the past or the future, and I wish to tell you to never forget to never give up on love. Until next time, love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.